Devin, like today's Saturday now. Saturday's just a little different. Like yesterday morning, I got up 5 o'clock. Well, I get up at 4:30, 4 o'clock. I'm at the gym at 5. I worked out till 7. I came home, had a little bit of my second breakfast, rested a little bit, and then I drove over to Memphis to my second workout, which consists of an hour of a boxing class, and then I do a lot of unconventional things like the tractor tire and the sled. I push it and pull it. If you know that yourself. There's a lot of different things you do with the sled. When I say sled, that's genetic. Generic means a lot of things you can do with it. A lot of rope, just like again unconventional. I do all my weight training in the mornings. I do my unconventional stuff in the afternoons or in the evenings. Like this morning again, got up at 5 o'clock, had breakfast, went over there, and we boxed for 2 hours, and then just worked out. Different things that we're trying to work on. A lot of foot drills. A lot of switching from left-handed to right-handed. And then after that, I didn't have to today, but I went ahead and hit weights for about 30 minutes, just some arms and stuff. But now I'm working out every day, twice a day. And to be honest, I think we all get to this point we've maybe lost a step, took a step back. But when I put myself in the surroundings with people of all other ages, I don't really think that I've fallen that far back, and that's not saying that I haven't, but I don't think I've fallen back as far as anyone else to be where I'm at today.
Do you still do an entire workout for your trap?
Do a lot of heavy shrugs, and we do a lot of power cleans, and then we do a lot of wide upright rows, then some narrow upright rows, and sometimes I still do a lot of that. I tell you what though, Devin, I tell you when we get a little older, I can work traps all day long. They're not going to be there like I was, 20 years ago. But still, I did notice that. That's the one thing I really enjoy about these boxing classes, that, boxing really squares your shoulders off. That's why I'm doing it. It's a lot of fast impact hitting. And then your traps, you've never seen a boxer that was in good shape or an athlete that was in good shape that didn't have some traps, because traps just go with hard working out.
So you probably are even more dangerous now than you used to be with this added boxing training that you
Oh
probably
yeah,
weren't
for
doing.
sure, Devin. And that's just being straight and being honest. My whole life I boxed, and I took karate. And the one thing I always, and my kids did the same. And what I liked about it was this: that, boxing and karate, it teaches you how to use your left and right hand equally, your left and right foot equally. So, some of these guys have been doing this for a long time. Now I just started back, this last 6 months boxing again. But I can box left or right hand. I can lead with my right or lead with my left, and I can change and just a switch of my feet. And these guys have been doing it a long time. They go, man, how long have you been doing that? And I said, well, I've been doing it my whole life. I just started boxing again in the last 6 months. But it's something fun to do. This place over there is called Memphis Judo and Jiu-Jitsu. They got a bunch of locations. Got locations from here in Memphis, Chattanooga, Jackson, Tennessee. They're really up on their equipment there. But it's just training's changed a lot, Devin, from when it was just, we just did weight training. I still do my weight training every day, except for today I did a little bit there. But it's just a great way. And when I try to find too, and you probably do the same thing, sometimes I just try to find something different if it's, to do some type of cardio. And I've never sweated like I do during these classes either. And I sweat really bad, and Carl will tell you that too. But when I get through, I change clothes, and by the time I get to my vehicle, I'm already drenched to sweat again. 'Cause you just don't stop sweating right there, and that's the whole deal. When you work out that kind of intensity, you'll sweat 30 minutes after you get done, and that's what I really like to get out of my workouts.
Yeah, it helps detoxify your system and everything too.
Well, and too, man. After that, now I got to the point, Devin, where today I'd gotten where after we did everything, I went over and did the speed bag, and I started doing the ropes, and then was doing some biceps, and all of a sudden I just felt like, whoa, man, I think this was it. As soon as I went to the dressing room, took my shirt off, I could see my body was already getting chill bumps on it. And what that means usually is, your body does chill bumps for one or two reasons. If you're cold, it clogs off your pores where you don't lose body heat. Or today, in my condition, my situation, I had sweated all I could sweat, and I use long sleeve shirts to sweat in. That way I don't lose as much as I normally would. And so, I mean, that right then I had probably done as much as I could. So I throw my vitamin water in my big jug that I've got a little ice in. I always carry about 4 or 5 eggs with me. I eat the egg whites, and I have my apple. I have that on the way till I get home. When I get home, I have my, today I had chicken and pasta. But when I see those chill bumps, I know that I pushed myself all the way. I didn't have any more sweat to give, and that's how hard I'm still working out. So, a lot of these guys have, in really great shape. After that hour, they're out of there, but not me. I'm still in there for another hour.